What up, guys? I want to tell y'all something. Women would be best when you live in the present moment and you do stuff that you don't supposed to be doing. Things happen. It costs you your life. It costs you your when you make mistakes and have baby by the one. It costs you things in life. Your psychiatry as a woman ain't gonna work here. I don't know what you're trying to do. Light, stop it. Whatever your motive is, stop it because you're being conniving. You're being conniving like all them other girls and mirrors in them. You're being conniving. It's not about the moment. It's about not making mistakes. And I didn't get this far by not learning from and not watching out for who I have a baby with or what I do things in life. Stop it, man. Stop it, woman. When you talk about present moment, stuff happen. When people are manipulating people, stuff happen. Stop it, girl. You're talking about stuff that you don't know what you're talking about. It's the present have to understand going against everything that's in front of you. Your mind have to go against it to be more. You're not giving those things that you so-called is. When you play a part of a society that don't want to go things that you don't grow from it, you get stuck in it. That's the difference between me and you as a woman. You get stuck in it. I never been stuck in a society. I never been stuck into their rules. And you as a woman, you're talking about stuff that you have no business in. I didn't get this far about pulling down my pants and open up late. Put my dick between every woman's legs. No, you have to understand what's at stake here. Stop talking about living in present because that'll cost you. That'll cost you when you can't go against the enemy. When you can't go against society that wants you to stay in the same mindset. That wants you to live as the same as them. When we talk about society, this the girl named Light. Stop it, 5. Your manipulation tactic is going to stop as a woman. Stop it. I done been cross you women all the time. I done walk type of you women. You're making up something that's a story. You're living in a fiction because you want to live in a society of your fiction. And it's going to cost you because you're not willing to go against the grain. You're willing to play by their rules like every woman have and everybody have. You're willing to play by their rules. And that's the problem with her. You're playing by their rules and you get sucked into their society and living in the community forever, but you don't be more and you don't get more because you're stuck in that society. You stuck in this community that want the same routine, that don't want nothing better. They don't want to seek things for their kids. This is beyond your means. Baby, you got to know what you're dealing with here. You got to know what you're dealing with. Stop it. You're a manipulator. Stop it. Your tactics. And I didn't get this far. Every time, let me tell you something. Everyone that lived in the moment, where they at right now? I'm still standing. My kid is taken care of. I probably been through a lot. I have nothing to worry about. You go through struggle when you put yourself through things. You don't watch who you have babies with. You don't understand it. It got to be the right time, the right place, the right thing. As your girl that plays off of Morton, I think of Pam Magina, and she plays off of Play, and she plays off the guy that tap dance, and the guy that plays in the movie with Tupac. He plays in a movie where a romantic movie, and the other two don't get along, but they get along, and it got to be the right place, the right time, the right thing, everything with the universe. But girl, you're trying to do stuff that you know you ain't supposed to be doing. You are playing with minds. You're trying to manipulate others with your beauty. That I'm sorry to say that. but you're living a fiction. I didn't get this far by playing by rules, woman. You need to know who I am. I didn't get this far by waking it up and listening to society. That's where you're gonna go wrong at, partner. Aspect. I didn't. You're playing by these rules. How can you make your dreams come into reality and real, and you playing by the same game that they playing? That's playing by these rules. That's not understanding what you're talking about. If we're talking about life and talking about living in the moment, you're playing by these rules. You're not going with it. You're playing by these rules. You gotta have a mind and a mind setting that's not gonna play by society rules. They're not gonna live the same as them. When I mean, you don't have to be in drugs, you don't have to do that, but you're not gonna bend to their careers. You're not gonna bend to their lifestyles. And you gotta do something they never did before. You gotta live some type of way they never lived before. You gotta be able to do things they never did before. You gotta be able to do these things to understand it. But if you ain't doing these things, how can you understand the format? Girl, you're talking fiction between me. I don't get by these ways by playing by rules. You're gonna have to come a little sooner with me, homie. Hey, you better know me. I'm a stubborn person. And my stubbornness made it this far in life. My spirit and my mind is stubborn. And girl, like, it's stubborn. Like, you better understand who I am. I walked off of Walmart 8 times, baby. I have no things of doing it on America, me and God. Baby, I'm a stubborn person. Your moments don't mean you're living a fiction. That's why you can't be what you need to be. That's why you can't be. I'm something without it, without that title, without that fame. You know what I am? God already see me as success in His eyes, and He have always seen me as success without communities, without society pointing a finger. He see me in His eyes. He see me in His eyes. You live in a fiction, woman. What are you talking about? You live in a fiction. You live in a fiction. I didn't get this for, girl. You're talking about something you have no business on. Your world, you live in that lie. You play by the rules when your mind ain't willing to go against it. When you ain't willing to block their life. Can you block their life? I'm sorry. Can you block it? Can you block their life that they so-called live every day? How you doing, my friend? I'm doing good. 7 to 8. Yeah. The order to be successful, you have to block the regular American life. You have to block the fame. You have to block the order to be successful. You gotta block it and want to be them. You gotta block it to want to live in a life. But you must do the routine as you do it. But block it of living a life. She's talking about something she have no. I didn't get this far by playing by rules, by playing by society rules and living. Your moment is a fiction. That's why your moment is a fiction. Your moment is a fiction. You have to understand about life. Your moment is a fiction about what you're saying, you're doing in that fiction, in that room, and how things are in that fiction. You're not where you at. You got to come at me a little bit more. You dealing with somebody that's too intelligent. They don't play by the reality of humans. That's willing to go against everything they stand for. And society punch and willing to keep my mentality and my world existing anybody. That's God. That's God. When God willing to break those things. And they need to understand, like, you have no truth for over here. Baby, you need to know who you dealing with, girl. You need to know who you dealing with right now. She have no truth for over here.